This is Andy Purwell for Boxing Social, and I'm delighted to be joined by Richard Lartey. Richard, how are you?
I'm doing good.
It's good to hear. Now, obviously, we're down here today for the weigh-in. You've had a few issues with a visa. How has that interrupted your preparations for Daniel Dubois tomorrow night?
Yeah, you know, I'm very, very disappointed because the British High Commission has to release my visa very early so that I could come for more practical works ahead, like radio works and stuff. But because I didn't have it that way, and I have to go through my superiors, that is in my country, my foreign affairs have to come inside before the British High Commissioner Council could grant me the visa to come here. But all the same, it's boxing, because I've chosen boxing as my career, so I need not to back off from any fight. Because previously they were circulating rumor in this country that I'm scared of Joe Joyce. But I want to tell them that I'm not scared of Joe Joyce, but we are thinking bigger and bigger and bigger each and every day that passes, because Joe Joyce is not a title holder. So once I'm an African champion, how can I fight a non-title holder? Because in boxing you can see we have rankings, and when you are in the rankings, you need to push higher. You need not to descend down. So you can't fight a non-title boxer who is not in the rankings so that you could come down. So I always concentrate on boxers who are in the rankings so that I could fight them, so that I could upgrade my WBO ranking to the higher level. Because I know this fight may look something else to you people for me to come here, but in other sense, it is a meaningful fight for me, because I need to rumble it with Dubois so that my status in the WBO ranking will climb up. So that's, although the promotion, the Frank Warren promotion, didn't do their best to do all that I should come early, so that I might come early. But I thank everybody. As at now, I'm here, and what is needed is for me to fight, so that I know that I'm going to be victorious, because you see, Danny Dubois is a little boy. He's a little boy, and from the look of things, you can see Danny Dubois has been, the promotion and management have been feeding him with baby food. When I say baby food, we have cheap boxes. They're giving him chicken boxes. You can see from his last fight with Cojanu. You can see right from the Cojanu did not throw about in all the other round. He was not able to throw about 50-60 punches in a round. So that tells the kind of boxers he fought, because he had to get hard punches. Him putting Anthony Joshua on the canvas or training is not a boxing. It's never rated anywhere, but it's the UKs who are making news out of this, because you can see somebody as training, sparring, he can be the champion very well, but when it comes to a fight, the champion knows what it takes to win a fight. That's what I'm trying to tell. I respect Dubois. He's a young boy coming, but you need to slow down, because you need to watch the kind of opponent you're gonna face. Yeah, that's what I got.
You've just gone through Dubois' career very thoroughly. How does the fight tomorrow night plan out? What's your prediction for tomorrow night?
Yeah, tomorrow, if Dubois happens to use those antics he has been using in the ring, he's going to kiss the canvas very early. But he's going to show a real sportsmanship in the game. He's going to last longer.
Are you expecting a stoppage victory for yourself then?
Yeah. You know, every boxer, there's no way you could say somebody is going to run over you. Yeah, because you believe yourself, you know the kind of training you've had, you know your preparation, you know your conditional level. So there's no way you could say this opponent could walk on me. There are so many things in boxing. So in the ring, it tells. But I'm telling you that Dubois will go down.
You mentioned Joe Joyce earlier in your interview. He's been linked with a fight with Daniel Dubois for the British title. Are you still interested in fighting Joe Joyce if he was to have a ranking? Is that what it's down to?
As at now, you can see the WBO is even ranked higher than the British title. And you see, WBO global title is even next to the world title. So when you have a WBO global title, you leave it and go for British title? No, British title is a country's title, but WBO is generally for the world. So I think I prefer the WBO.
To talk about the rest of the heavyweights, Jarrell Miller last week failed his drugs test. What did you make of it?
They are on my list. Those heavyweights are all on my list, but you need to take one after the other. You cannot eat with your both hands. You hit with one hand, you dip, you put it in your mouth. That goes one after the other.
What's your ultimate ambition in boxing then? What is your dream in boxing?
My dream in boxing is to leave a legacy for the unborn or for the unborn generation to know there was a boxer. There is a boxer who is called Richard Nilate Harrison, and he took Ghana to the heavyweight division, and he was able to put Ghana on the rankings, and still he didn't retire, but he did something. He bring Ghana from, because Ghana has been known in the lesser weight as a champions country, but this is the time that they have to know about the Ghana has produced a very good heavyweight who can do the work perfectly. So I'm here to put Ghana on the heavyweight map so that Ghana will be recognized in the heavyweight division. Because formerly, when people are talking of boxing and talking about heavyweight division, Ghana is not known. But this time, Ghana has been known through Richard Nilate Harrison, son of the Eagle.
Richard Lartey, I appreciate your time. Thank you for speaking to Boxing Social. Your final message ahead of Saturday night?
Yeah, my fans out there, you know how I've been doing it, and this is another edition of my career. I need to push harder, and I cannot do without your support. I cannot do without your prayers. You know, Mother Ghana have to be elevated and uplifted into the heavyweight division, and this is the time we don't want to remain at the number 15 in the WBO World Rankings. We want to climb higher. We want to ascend to the throne so that Mother Ghana will be known and recognized in the heavyweight division. Yes, sir, I'm not forgetting anybody. Once I belong to Kabik Promotions and Management, I still belong to them. And yet, we're going to push harder. We say we set the pace against all odds. That's what I say. Son of the Eagle.
Richard, thank you.
You're welcome.